SCPs, love them, hate them, however their impact on Roblox is something that's undeniable. And of course there are many games based around them, from classics like Site-76 to SCP Demonstration and even Survive, MLG, SCP-096 and Area 51. Yep, that's a real game. Don't recommend checking it out though. If you're a person who likes running away from those cliché monsters ever made up by humankind, because that's what SCPs are, then there are a lot of games to pick from on Roblox. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of SCPs ever. In fact, I think most SCPs are quite cliché. I mean, what? You've got a plague doctor who's hellbent on curing people. You've got a Slenderman knockoff who hates being looked at. You've got... What's this one again? But the Roblox game's based on these SCPs, although most aren't super interesting. I mean, it's not hard to see why. They are, you know, half of them are just roleplay games after all. But there is one SCP game that I think everyone should give a go, even if you're not strictly an SCP fan. And of course, I'm talking about SCP-3008. So what is SCP-3008? Well, imagine an infinite IKEA store where all the eye can see... Oh wait, there's a wall? So it's not infinite? Huh. Well, okay, imagine a semi-infinite IKEA store, where all the eye can see is nothing but shelves and shelves of house objects. Whether those house objects be beds, couches, tables, or even collectible children's toys, you can then use these objects to build and construct a base to hide from SCP-3008-B, the faceless IKEA employees that become aggressive at night and try and kill you. Yeah, I know it's a little difficult to understand, but you're a big girl, you'll get it eventually. Oh yeah, and I'm also going to be doing a collab for this video. I know, hard to believe a YouTuber has friends, but I do have one. Unfortunately though, said person couldn't join us in a physical human form, so they've decided to join us through a piece of paper. I promise they do exist, by the way. Anyway, Cocoa Bean, you down for some SCP-3008 then?
Why did you print me out in black and white?
Anyway, once you get into SCP-3008, you have a couple of ways to play this game via the Game Modes menu. Single player, which is just you alone in a server all by yourself. Kinda boring if I'm being honest, but the option is there if you just want to make stuff and not have the fear of your builds getting destroyed by 12-year-olds. You also have 100 and 700 players, which, yeah, like the title suggests, is just SCP-3008 with a different player limit and is infinitely more chaotic. Finally, you have Shattered Reality, which, I don't know man, just play this one if you're having a bad day. Now, of course, for this video, we're just going to be playing regular good old multiplayer, nothing too insane here, not going to try any of the special game modes in this video. I mean, why would you want to build random houses with random people on the internet? And not even people, just kids. Kids who don't even know what the word means. I don't know what the word means. Of course, since we're playing on public servers, we won't be starting on day 0. Nope, the server we joined was already on night 13. All this really means though is that there'll probably be some pre-built bases that we can raid before building our own. What's wrong with a little head start, am I right? Unfortunately though, due to the map being massive and the spawn locations being randomized, Coco and I didn't spawn near each other at first, and since it was night, well, you can guess who we ran into in the first 2 minutes. Why do I hear weird strange sounds?
Oh, no.
Entity, thingy,
I see a buff
small
dude.
man chasing me. Oh god.
I have a buff dude that's like across the thing from me.
A buff dude that's across the thing from me. Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it.
After that gremlin scare though, it became day fairly quickly. The day and night cycles aren't too long in this game thankfully, so if you're being chased in the middle of the night by some employees, you won't have to wait too long for it to become morning again. Later in the very same day, Coco and I found each other through the use of whistling, which is a big help. Thank you, developer. Friggin' what's his name? Ugly Burger Zero. Yeah, thanks for adding that feature. Really appreciate it. You saved many gigabytes of footage on my computer. Of course, I can still cut all of that out because I am my own god, but since it took all day and we started to build our base as soon as we found each other, it became night again. Yeah, told you the day and night cycles were short in this game. Oh yep, I hear things. I see things. Push it. No, you pushed me! You pushed me! No!
I pushed the employee and then I must have accidentally pushed you over as well because I clicked twice.
Oh my god. Speaking of pushing the entities in SCP-3008, it's the only way to fight back against the employees. And honestly, it's not the end of the world. You can of course trap the employees in small boxes for all eternity so they can never touch you ever again, but in terms of killing them, that simply isn't an option. And to be honest, it's probably a good thing. Like, think about it. If you're able to outright remove them from a game, it would make it almost too easy. The only threat in this game is the employees, and, well, full damage too. But being able to kill the employees, I don't know, takes out the fear aspect of SCP-3008. It's not really that big of a deal anyway. Going back to night 14 though, and yeah, I don't even know what I was doing in this clip. I think I was trying to hide in the bathtub and place another bathtub above me, and well, I'll just play the clip.
Well, yeah, they have no faces.
Well, yeah, I mean, they are kind of Slenderman rejects, so. Ah!
Yeah.
Christ! I'm gonna die. No, stop. How did they find me? I was hiding in a bathtub, but I was hiding. Thankfully though, due to my cowardly nature and me not being able to fight back in the slightest way possible against the employees, I then found my first active base. In fact, it was the only active base I found throughout the entire playthrough. Coco Bean, can you explain what I found to the viewers?
Free me from this paper prison, you mortal.
They actually made a nice base. Don't worry, guys, I'll just kind of sit here. I'm not gonna take anything. Hey! They put a space between the exclamation marks and the word. That's actually really triggering.
That's very frustrating to deal with.
They're just like staring at me. Stop! I'm not doing anything! I'm not doing anything! Stop! I'm not doing anything! I am doing nothing but breathing! And Roblox characters can't breathe.
Go away!
Go! No, they don't even say go away, they said go away.
Go away!
Go away! Okay. Go away. I'll go here then. They're getting very uncomfortably close to me. I don't like it. After I found Coco again during the day, we just kind of took control of this random pre-built base where the employees couldn't get up to us, and we just sat there for the rest of the night. Yeah, I want to see you try and commentate on that. Something I will say about the nights in SCP-3008 though is that they're definitely the longest and boringest part of the game. Sure, you can run around and try and find stuff like food, but you have quite a high chance of death from the employees. And the employees in this game are no joke. Like, they have the smartest AI I've ever seen from a Roblox horror game. You might as well just sit in your pre-built base all day and wait out the night. Speaking of base building, I think it's about time we built a proper one ourselves. Of course, the way you build in this game is pretty simple. You just pick up any object from one of the stands, like a bed or a table, although I'm not sure how I'm able to pick up a whole queen bed with my bare hands. What am I, Steve from Minecraft? Something I will say about the building in this game though is that it's super duper precise. So if you want to build one stud at a time and have everything aligned perfectly like me, then that simply isn't possible in SCP-3008. And honestly, it's not that big of a deal, it's just a bit odd that the option isn't there. While Coco was out trying to find, I don't know, pretty friggin' collectibles or something, I started on the walls of the base. Not sure why I chose them to make him out of beds though, could have used tables or something. Oh well, too late, the server is long deleted, can't change it now. But as soon as I was finished placing down the first light to our base, it became dark again. How convenient. Ah yes, it seems that Coco found the most important item in the entire game. Something I failed to realise after I finished the walls of this base though is that there's no ceiling in this thing. And while we were just chilling inside of our base, an employee decided to do a backflip into our bathtub. I say employee, but it was basically a kid. I mean, look at how short he is. I guess IKEA is trying to save money on taxes, So of course the next day after we had escaped said employee, we built a roof. Yeah, we built a roof, super interesting, I do want to mention though that building in this game can be pretty tedious and boring at times. I mean, if it wasn't for the collectibles that you can find hidden around the map like the GameCube, minifigures of the developers I would assume, and of course the easy button, the best item in the game. Do you know these things go for like 45 quid in the real world? I mean, if it wasn't for all of this stuff, then I don't know, I probably wouldn't be making this video. We also chose to dump all of our food and drink into one bathtub. Sure, it's a violation of several health codes, but I'm sure someone out there in the real world has used a bathtub as a fridge. Well, I mean, fridges do exist in the game, but you can't open them. Speaking of food though, it's the only way you stay alive in this game. Yep, if you run out of hunger, you die. If you run out of health, you die. If you run out of stamina, well, that's just inconsistent. Food and drink can of course be found around the food court sections of the map, and they regenerate every Monday and Friday. That way, if you end up eating all the food around your base, you don't have to walk like 2,000 studs away every single time to find more, or, you know, steal food from other people's base. That's just me, don't actually do that. Thankfully though, because me and Coco have galaxy brains, we just built our base around where the food spawns, so we get unlimited amounts of food forever. Or, you know, until we leave the server and it's all deleted. Oh yeah, and speaking of deletion, you can't actually save anything you do in SCP-3008, private servers included. I even checked, and honestly it's not that big of a deal, at least to me. Anything you build or anything you destroy is temporary. Once a server is gone, it's gone. I mean, would it be nice to have a saving system in the game? Yeah, but I don't think it's necessary. Like, think about it. If there was a saving system in SCP-3008, there'd be no reason to play the game at all. I mean, you just hang out in single player collecting, I don't know, you'll tent the GameCube around the map. I mean, it doesn't sound like a fun experience, would it? For me, the magic behind SCP-3008 was wandering around the servers, looking at all the ruins, and occasionally running into players. Although said players would demolish my base afterwards, but there's nothing you can do about that, is there? Speaking of anything else to do, there are even events in this game. And oh boy, you know how much I love events when it comes to Roblox games. There's the Foggy Day event, which has a chance to occur every day with a 5% chance. Basically, the employees during this event are as aggressive as they are during night, you can't push them over, and they do a ton more damage. Like, damn, be careful when exploring around during this event. There's also the Blood Moon event, which you can tell if it's a blood moon if the music turns really creepy and the fog becomes, well, it turns into blood. Of course, you can guess that during this event, the employees become even more aggressive, while also gaining a massive boost to their speed. I mean, have you played Terraria's Blood Moons before? Unfortunately though, like I mentioned earlier, you can just kind of build a base on a Blood Moon and be completely fine. I mean, you know, base building is kind of OP in this game. Just remember to put a roof on it. So, is there anything else to SCP-3008 then?
Can I go now?
You can of course collect all the hidden items around the map as mentioned before, as kind of a little side quest thingy. I mean, it's not really a quest, but after looking up all the collectibles you can get in SCP-3008, it'll probably take you quite a while to get them all. I mean, overall, me and Coco just had a lot of fun building up our base and playing the game. Well, we were having fun until a 12-year-old stumbled across our base by accident. I think you can guess what happens next.
The best, like, someone who's made like.
Oh, well, there's a person right here. There's a dude literally right here. Hello. Oh my god.
Yep,
He's gonna steal stuff. He's gonna steal stuff. No.
Dude, leave.
No. No. Stop.
What is he
This
doing?
man's getting uncomfortably close to me. Stop. Stop. I reject your advances. Put it back. Oh, he's griefing it. He's actually griefing it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, hold on. That's his own fault. He's tearing the thing. He is absolutely tearing the thing apart. Oh my god, man. Come on. Oh, he's dying. 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 El Bozo. El.
You got two right near you.
He's actually dying. He's being slaughtered. He's dying. Karma. 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 Actual karma. That is, oh, that's so good. Thank you, IKEA employees. But that's really about it. SCP-3008 isn't the most complicated Roblox horror game ever? No, but I don't think it has to be. It really is a masterpiece of a Roblox horror game, in my opinion, for all the reasons I mentioned thus far. I'm not rewinding the video, you can do that yourself. But if you are going to go away and play SCP-3008, I'd recommend doing it with a friend. I mean, if you want to take anything away from this video, you decided to play a fun and exciting Roblox game? And you didn't invite me? Oh look, it's my clone from my last video. Why are you still here? Oh, not for much. I tried to make an origami out of the paper you gave me, and I mean, I kind of destroyed it. I mean, it started screaming at me, and then I got scared, so, you know, I kind of ripped it into 50 different pieces. Yeah, I don't think you want it back, do you?